Hi, it's Keith Townsend from CTOadvisor.com with another VDM 30 and 30 tech videos, 30 days. And we're still talking about digital transformation, but we're going to morph the conversation into the conversation around data and how something like this has changed the conversation around data. We're not talking about cell phone minutes or data plans, or we're not even talking about enterprise mobility in the traditional sense of talking about how this has been a disruptive force from a messaging perspective. We're talking about how I'm performing this VDM 30 and 30 video tonight. So I'm in a hotel room in Connecticut, some nondescript place. I have with me my iPhone, my iPad, and my Surface Book. And I'm getting out a productive thing. Normally I have this big studio set up at home and I'm doing this with a bunch of lights, tripods, and whatnot. But basically I'm still being productive with a very, let's call it what it is, bootleg production setup. But my tools for which I'm performing my job, the tools that I'm using to do this are all the same tools. They're cloud-based. I'll upload this to YouTube. I'm using the bandwidth here at the hotel. You know, this is probably the lowest level of connectivity that I can get where I'm at, on the road at least. But when I'm at home, I'm extremely productive. I have a 100 meg connection to the internet. I have all of my data services, so everything from Dropbox to Google Apps to Microsoft Office 365. I can virtually do whatever I want throughout the U.S. and virtually throughout most of the Western world. That expectation is that same expectation that users are starting to bring to the enterprise. They look at the workflows they have at home and with their collaborators, whether they're friends, families, or side businesses, and they come into the enterprise and wonder why they don't have the same tools. It's these tools that smaller organizations are using to be nimble and compete with the entrenched providers. We've talked about this at the beginning of the conversation this month around digital transformation. Technology, especially web services, are enabling end users, or specifically end users of small agile companies, to disrupt incumbents. We're now getting requests from large enterprise customers who come in and these end users expect these same tools to be available, and when they don't see them, they are going to complain to IT. What does this mean from an infrastructure perspective? We're going to talk over the next few days about data. We're going to talk about agility, sharing, security, data gravity. We're going to talk about these issues that are propping up. And as our application developers begin to pivot and build the types of applications that end users are asking for, what does that mean to our data infrastructure? Not just networking, but as well as storage. And what type of considerations and capabilities do we need to build?